brothers and sisters. Today is probably the only day when the word empty means something positive. Normally and basically, it is associated with something negative, something that was lost. An empty church, for example, an empty store, an empty wallet, an empty space. The feeling of emptiness is accompanied by surprise and disbelief that we lost somebody so suddenly, that our father, mother, or friend have died, that I lack something, that I have overlooked something precious, and I am left with nothing. This belief is mixed with fear, because I'm not sure what my life will be like from now on, the life without my beloved. How I will manage, where should I go, and whom shall I trust? These feelings mix in our hearts, and it is exactly should have happened after Jesus' death. Everything was supposed to get back to normal and be covered like his grave was covered with tombstone. This is what women from today's gospel thought. They were astonished that the tomb is empty. This emptiness was the blessed emptiness that signified the good news, that Christ is risen. Through this emptiness, God has surprised us. How did the women react to what they saw and heard? It is said that they were fearful and overjoyed. Tromos kai ekstasis, an original Greek transcription. Tromos is associated with trauma, and rightly so, because that's exactly what it means. However, the word ecstasis doesn't need to be translated. We all know what it means. Why did two such extreme emotions intertwine at this particular event and not any other? Under the normal circumstances, nobody gets excited at the cemetery. We are despair rather than anything else, because it is the last time that we see someone we love. It is scary. From despair to worship, from fear to hope. I believe that these feelings define the time of Triduum, finalizing what happened before and after Christ's death. On the one hand, the fear is supposed to make us aware of Christ's significance and the fact that what happened on Golgotha is not merely a historical event or commemoration, but the story of the Son of God, who out of love for me sacrificed himself and died on the cross for me, for you. Being aware of that should affect me because I realize why Jesus suffered and for whom he suffered. He suffered for me. He died for me. I am terrified by the enormity of suffering and of pain with which I hurt Jesus. I'm terrified because I know that sometimes I'm indifferent to Jesus' sufferings, living as I wish, neglecting his grace, refusing his mercy. Sometimes I have an impression that my sins are heavier than this stone put on the Jesus tomb. What should I do, knowing that my sin is so heavy? Who's going to help me? Is there hope for me? How can I get out of my emptiness? I can do this only with God's help. God is raising me up. God is above my sin. I should not be worried, because I'm not lost, condemned to sin. No. With the grace of the rising sun, another sun is rising, Jesus Christ, my Savior, who dispels the darkness of sin. His resurrection ends something, but also starts something new. The way of Jesus, his mission, is accomplished. But my mission, my way of salvation begins. Through the grace of Jesus, I come back from death to life, from sin to grace, from disbelief to faith. Nothing scares me anymore. I worship risen Christ, the conqueror of sin and of death. But I know that I cannot stay and watch the empty tomb. Jesus is not there. I need to share this good news with others who mourn because of their sins, who despair because of weakness, who lost their faith and hope. If I still stay in front of the tomb, it means that I don't understand the love of God, which is dynamic and alive. My love must be the same, because this world, empty, corrupted, and frightened, is waiting for me, the witness of resurrection of Christ. I know, Lord, that I must act more than celebrate. I know that you are alive, risen from the dead, and you show me the blessed emptiness which fills my heart with joy. You surprised me, Jesus, with your resurrection. Never stop surprising me.